the governor's about to address the state.
Yes, so we want to get you right over to that press conference right now.
4:30 this morning. They got going first thing. The end of a 17-hour shift is this evening. Snow is coming down a little faster than we had originally anticipated, about 2 to 3 inches an hour. So it's a little worse than we had anticipated. Tougher to keep up when it's 2 to 3 inches an hour. But the guys have been going nonstop, 650 plows out there, plus some other contractors. Stay off the road, stay off the road. Some of you are still sneaking on there. Probably a bad thing to do. There's some spin outs and some accidents. Rennell Higgins is here. He can tell you about the impact there. And but it slows down the snow plowing, makes it a lot tougher for us to get the job done. Right now, it looks like electricity is holding pretty good. There is going to be some sleet, and sleet will lead to ice, but the team, Brendan, assures me that right now, the utilities, they have couple hundred contractors on call ready to go, but she can give an update where we have some isolated pockets of outages, but I think we're in relatively good shape there. The snow's going to keep going pretty heavy, I'm told, until midnight or so, but it'll still be snowing even into tomorrow. So we just made the call. Our state office buildings will be closed tomorrow. Your schools will be closed tomorrow. Most businesses, I think, will be closed tomorrow, at least first part of the day. And stay off the roads. Let our guys do the job. I think you'll find as the day goes on, the major thoroughfares, 95, 91, Merritt will be the first ones cleared, but the side roads, often done municipally, will take a little bit longer. So err on the side of caution. I think at this point, maybe, Garrett, I could throw it over to you if there's any updates I missed.
Thank you, Governor. Yeah, so Connecticut DOT continues to be out there. Our crews did come in this morning. They got the call around 4:30, as Governor, you mentioned. They will stay on duty until the storm is completed and the roads are completely cleared and all cleanup completed. Some of them will begin to cycle through some rest breaks coming up in the next several hours. We don't pull all trucks off at once, so we cycle through the rest breaks to make sure there is coverage out there to avoid the storm getting too far ahead of us. There are no current closures statewide right now. The roads are open, but we continue to see people get stuck in drifts on the roadway. State police and Connecticut DOT crews continue to try and help shovel people out to get their vehicles moving again. It's a very dangerous situation. So we'd encourage everyone to stay off the roads. It's continuing to be heavy snowfall. And it's coming down at a rate that is faster than plows can keep up with. So snow will begin to continue to accumulate on the highways. And with that, Governor, I can pass it over to Commissioner Higgins if he has anything to add.
Sure. Thanks, Commissioner. Thank you, Governor. So the Connecticut State Police has been out all night and all day responding to a number, and I mean a number of accidents and calls for service. Colonel Lockman, who is on with us today, is going to be able to provide some specifics in terms of the number of accidents the state police has responded to and provide some insight into state police staffing during the storm. Colonel?
Good afternoon, Governor. Yes, the state police, we've been responding to calls throughout the night and morning and afternoon. We've responded to a total of 51 non-injury.
Let's get a check on the roads right now. There are some people out there, obviously a couple of cars here and there right now as we take a look across the state.
Folks, can we have members of the media
to stay home right
ourselves? I know it's been a few years. Thanks.
Okay, I'll start that over, Governor. I'm not sure what you heard. So we've had 51 non-injury crashes. These numbers were good up to an hour or so ago. 2 injury crashes, 2 traffic accidents with injury, and we've responded to 135 other traffic-related calls for service. We did have one significant incident on the highway on I-95. We did have the bus crash that I believe you were privy to on the last call, but that has since resolved itself. There were approximately 5 people transported to the hospital for that bus incident. It was a fire on the bus. We've since resolved that crash. That's the biggest significant incident that we've had. Well, and staffing with the state police, we're staffing around the clock. We're calling patrols in as needed. We did have shift change. We do keep the troopers over during that time frame, so we have extra troopers there. Response times are a bit delayed due to our ability to navigate the roads and the inclement weather conditions right now.
Thanks, Colonel. Brenda?
Good afternoon, everybody. Our virtual State Emergency Operations Center has been operating since 10 a.m. this morning. Our state agency partners are coordinating response activities together at the state level. Our DEMIS, Emergency Management and Homeland Security Regional Coordinators, are coordinating and communicating constantly and regularly with all of the municipalities. We have had no requests for assistance or unmet needs at this time. With regard to that, we also are also with the EOC are the utilities and Red Cross and United Way 211. So we're tracking all of their work as well. With regard to that bus crash, I just want to give a shout out both to the state police, to DOT, and to the Darien Fire and Public Works folks who really all pulled together to make sure everyone was safe that was on that bus. With regard to the energy, as the governor mentioned, outages are fairly small. Eversource at our last call said that they had 528 customers without power, focused mostly in Mansfield and a little bit in Thompson. They're on it, they're working on it. And then there was one outage at the United Illuminating level. We will continue to work together through the virtual State Emergency Operations Center all night long with our partners. Thank you, Governor.
Thanks, Brenda. Any questions?
All right, I'll go one by one and call on members of the media. We'll start with Mike Cerulli from TNH.
There we go. Governor, we heard about the reports of injury crashes, non-injury crashes. I'm curious if any information is filtered up to the state level about any non-traffic injuries or even fatalities as a result of the cold weather and snow?
Anybody have an update on that?
We get regular sit reps and we haven't heard anything yet, but I'll turn it over to Director Turner to see if he's heard anything.
Yep. Good afternoon. Thank you, DC, and good afternoon, Governor. So to date, as of right now, we have not had any reports of injuries related to snow shoveling or other snow-related injuries outside of accidents or any fatalities at this point. Oftentimes, we will see an uptick when people begin to start clearing out at the end of the storm, but as of right now, we have not had any reports related to non-traffic injuries or fatalities.
Governor, we've heard a bit about overcrowding at some of the state shelters. Do you have any update from the folks either at 211 or any municipalities about shelter capacity, warming center capacity? Is that becoming a problem as we go into the evening hours?
I haven't been informed on that. Unless anybody else has anything to add, Michael, I can check and make sure somebody gets back to you on that. But it is a cold weather protocol, so we don't have anybody sleeping outside. We're making space for people. We have places in all the hotels taking care of people as best we can. If there are any problems, I'll let you know.
And Governor and everyone, I would also tell you that 211 reported earlier today that there were 221 warming centers in 77 distinct towns. So the towns are really coming together to create a system in place, and the Department of Housing works with 211 and others, the Coordinated Access Network, to make sure that there is a place for everyone. And again, folks can go to the website at 211 to look for those shelters, or they can call 211 if they need transportation.
All right. Thanks, Mike. We'll move on to Chris Polanski from Connecticut Public. And just a reminder, if you're a member of the media with a question, please use the raise hand feature.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking my question. I just wanted to ask if we know how long the commercial vehicle travel ban will be in effect?
Garrett?
We don't know at this time. It really depends on conditions of the roadway. Our hope is that major interstates and limited access highways will be passable tomorrow morning, but it's all contingent on how the weather is throughout the course of the evening and how much we are able to clear and make it safe for those vehicles to pass. One crash by a commercial vehicle like a tractor trailer can snarl the entire highway for hours. So we want to avoid that as much as possible.
Thank you.
All right. Seeing no other hands raised, that'll conclude this evening's press conference.
Stay safe, stay home. Thanks, everybody. Well done, interpreter. Really great.
All right. Well, you're listening in to an update from state leaders on this winter storm.